didn't know any better, you would have thought the father hated his son. It's the same thing here with Errol Spence. If you didn't know any better, you would think Errol Spence's team hates him. But we do know better. We do know better. And as you said, they do love their fighter just like that father loved his son. It's just they get caught up in the moment. They get caught up in the emotion of it. 100%. And they don't think rationally anymore. And that's sort of what's happening here. I'm on the same page as you, Teddy. I don't want to see the rematch. I've been saying, I'm talking about that. I don't want to see the rematch. I don't think there's a necessity for the rematch. This is how boxing ends up getting a bad name. It gets a good name for making that fight where everybody finally was waiting for it. It got made, where boxing doesn't make a lot of the fights it needs to. Now, all of a sudden, you've signed a 2-fight deal. Why? I'm noticing this whole trend lately where guys sign 2-fight deals even before they fight one time. It used to be that a rematch would have to be mandated by public demand. Now, all of a sudden, you're seeing guys sign 2-fight deals even before they fought one time.
Look, I know they're good people that are behind Spence. I know they don't hate the kid, but really, I think it's just something that has to be rethinked a little bit. And definitely not for a while. Even if you go that route, not for a while. Let him rest. And I mean not even in the gym, sparring. I don't mean just in a fight. Give him the rest that he needs, quite frankly.
Teddy Atlas and Paulie Malignaggi both agree that Errol Spence getting a rematch with Terence Crawford gives boxing a bad name. That's what I want to talk about right here in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I am back with some more boxing. So Teddy Atlas and Paulie Malignaggi weighed in on Errol Spence, the rematch clause, and had some very interesting things to say. Quote, "I don't see it changing anything. I'm more concerned about his health. I know there are good people behind Spence. I know they don't hate the kid, but really, I think it's something that has to be rethought, and definitely not for a while. Even if you go that route, not for a while. Let him rest. I mean, not even in the gym, sparring. I don't mean just in the fight. Give him the rest that he needs, quite frankly." Now, my thoughts, I got a couple different things to say here. One, I can understand usually, when a fighter takes a bad L and a bad loss, you do want time for that fighter to recover. And, if it's a bad knockout loss and things like that, hopefully take 6-8 months, maybe a year, depending on the severity of it and the injuries and, how the fight played out. You do want the fighter to recover both physically, the physical wounds will heal, but also mentally before they go back into battle. However, and there's a big however, I feel like Chris Algieri, he didn't really say much, but you got Teddy Atlas and Paulie Malignaggi, and they're all kind of like shaking heads when the other person's talking, like almost as if they agree to what's being said. And to be honest, you have a panel of 2 former fighters, and then Teddy Atlas, who worked with the great Mike Tyson. "Hi, it's me, Mike Tyson. I'm from Catskill. I'm from Brownfield, Brooklyn. I'm so happy. I'm hyped to be here. I'm the best ever. I feel like there's no mortal man that could stop me, that could beat me. My style is impetuous, my defense is pregnant, but I'm just ferocious. I want it hard, I want to eat." Right? So you got seasoned vets, I guess you could say, when it comes to boxing, but they're acting brand new in terms of as if they don't know how boxing works in the business of boxing. You have a fight, a mega fight, Errol Spence, Crawford, unification for undisputed. And at the end of the day, everybody anticipated, wanted to see it. Part of the legalese is most fights of that magnitude in modern boxing, you have a rematch clause. Canelo has them for guys like Rocky Fielding, and we know dang well he's not losing to Rocky Fielding when he fought Rocky Fielding. So this is kind of standard issue, standard practice in modern boxing. But you got these 3, and they're acting brand new as if they don't understand that, right? So my thing is this: they don't work for Spence, they don't work with Spence, they probably not been in the gym with Spence, they're not close confidants of the team. So they're speaking no different, even though they have experience as a fighter and trainer and all this stuff. They're not really speaking from a place of anything. You don't know why Errol looked like that. You don't, I never seen Errol Spence up with any of them or go on their shows or, do a podcast with them. So really, you don't know what transpired. Maybe something significant happened in his camp and his camp thinks he can do better, right? We don't know these things. So to say it's almost as if his team hates him, and it's almost as if the father hates the son, and all these like quips and comments and analogies and similes. I think that's drastic, especially when at the end of the day, you only know what the fans know and what anyone that watched the fight knows. Crawford got busy, Errol Spence didn't, and it was the Crawford show. But you don't know the stipulations. Will it happen at 54? I understand Crawford is pretty much sounding like he wants it at 147, but there's so many things that are unknown, and this is just the way of boxing. So to act brand new is a bit weird to me. For example, Lennox Lewis was a bit older in his career, and he got stretched by Hasim Rahman, and he was filming Ocean's 11 and all this type of stuff, got knocked out in South Africa. Hasim Rahman, who was the younger fighter, right? So at the end of the day, if Paulie Malignaggi and Teddy Atlas were doing commentary then they probably would say the same thing for Lennox. Oh, he's done, he's washed, give it up. But guess what? Lennox Lewis, he came correct, he was defiant, came back and knocked out Hasim Rahman. It's the heavyweight boxing. One punch can change everything. And it happened with Joshua more recently. Joshua, the way he looked versus Andy Ruiz won, you know, myself included, I was like, hey, I don't see the rematch being any different. It looked like Ruiz got his number, faster hands. Joshua struggles with the shorter man, yada, yada, yada. But Joshua did not listen to me. He didn't listen to anybody else. And he went to Saudi Arabia and he beat Andy Ruiz. So I think it's really nasty work to see like people like turncoat on Errol Spence. And I'm not saying these guys were ever for him, but just what I'm seeing in general in boxing, people act like people don't have bad nights in the office. Sugar Ray Leonard, he had a bad night in the office in the first Roberto Duran fight. Came back and beat him twice, made him quit, made him no mas. So it's like, you got to give Errol Spence some credit as a fighter. Maybe he loses again to Crawford. Maybe the fight doesn't happen. Maybe he beats him. I don't know. But this is just over the top type of commentary to me, to be like, oh, his team hates him and all that type of stuff. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. I'm clearly the best in the business. I make boxing look pretty. I make it look good. And I'm the best in the business. It's not even close. Subscribe to the channel. YouTube will now show you some videos I've done. Check those out so you get caught up with all your boxing news in a month. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxingego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.